2015, Abarth have made a number of changes to its 595 Competizione in an effort to further differentiate it from its more luxurious Turismo twin. The advertising tagline that Abarth are using for the 180 Competizione is "Nothing exciting happens in silence." Whether that's a dig at other manufacturers that have taken to adding electronic engine noise to their now quiet hot hatches, we don't know. We'll leave you to make up your own mind. Visually, the new model is identical to the previous one, with the same sporting touches such as titanium coloured grills, door handles and special badging, although for this year there's a new style of alloy wheel available in choice of finishes. The Record Monza quad pipe exhaust system continues to be standard on the Competizione, although for this year it's now made of stainless steel. This has deepened the exhaust note, but definitely not quietened it. The interior too will be familiar to anybody who sat in the old model, so that means a crackle effect dashboard as well as aluminium pedals, gear lever and kick plates. The fabulously supportive Seatbelt seats continue to be fitted as standard, although for this year it's also possible to specify the more conventional leather sport seats in their place. Plus of course there's the new TFT digital instrument cluster with readouts for the tyre pressure monitoring system and other goodies. That's all well and good, but Abarths are made for driving, and with that in mind, the new Competizione has received one important addition under the bonnet, the new Garrett turbocharger. It's the same Garrett turbo that featured on the Assetto Corse race cars from the Trofeo Racing series, and later found its way under the bonnet of the 695 Tributo Ferrari and other high-powered specialities. As a result, the new Competizione develops an enticing 180 horsepower with 250 Nm of torque, and that's enough for a 0 to 62 time of just 6.7 seconds. Numbers only tell half the story though, and what the stats can't tell you is that the new turbo has completely changed the 595's character. While the previous car delivered its fun in a surprisingly narrow power band, the new model has a much more linear delivery. And whereas last year's car could run out of puff in the higher rev range, the new one keeps on pulling all the way to the red line. That means you can finally rev it just like an Italian car should be. "20 horsepower doesn't sound like a lot, but in the Competizione it's totally reinvented the 595. It stops as well as it goes, with powerful Brembo brake calipers up front, and although Abarth haven't advertised alterations to the suspension, somehow the new Competizione feels much more planted than before. Thankfully Abarth have resisted the temptation to jack up the price, with the new 180 Competizione costing just £1,000 more than the old car, at £19,890. The new car is Euro 6 compliant too, and with emissions kept in check, you'll still only have to pay £130 a year in road tax. As a brand, Abarth have always talked about spirit, and while fitting a different turbocharger doesn't sound like it would have much of an impact, the fact the new Competizione feels so different is a testament to the fact that this little car is much more than the sum of its parts.